To AI Blocker. Today we're going to take a look at how you can configure JWT authentication on your blog so AI Blogger can interact with your blog to post images, pull categories, automatically post to your blog, etc. So we're logged in here. We're on the main page of the Blogger application. I already have a site configured, but I'm going to do a new one to scratch to show you. So you're going to click on Add New Site. So first of all, there's a link here at the bottom, configuring JWT authentication on your blog. We also have a blog post that takes you through all this. So let's click New Site and give the site a name. It's whatever you want. It's just a description. And then over here, you're going to put in the homepage to your blog, not the homepage to your website, but the homepage to your blog. And then you will have an option to log into your blog and get a token. And that is done through a plugin that you install on WordPress. So if you come into WordPress, click on Plugins, Add New. And on the right hand side here, where it says Keyword Search Plugins, type in JWT. Now, the plugin that you need to install is this one here on the top left, JWT Authentication for WP REST API. None of these other plugins will work. They all do the same thing, but each of them have their own URL to validate and create tokens. So this is the one that AI Blogger interacts with. So you're going to click Install Now. And then activate. So now you've installed the plugin. There's a few more configurations that you need to do. So you're going to need to edit your wp-config.php file. And you need to add 2 lines. These 2 here. So for this line is not going to change. The one that says JWT auth core is enabled true. This line here, auth secret key, you're going to need to get a secret key. So that can be generated for you. If we come back, if you go to the article that we have, there is a URL that automatically generates unique keys. So you copy this and visit the URL. This is just a little utility that generates unique keys. So if we refresh it, you see they're different every time. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab this text here. You can grab any one of these and copy, come back to your WP config file and paste that in here. So now you have a unique secret key that will be used to create and validate your tokens. Now, after you've done that, you may want to, so by default, the plugin the tokens that it creates will be valid for 7 days. So if you don't want to re-log in every 7 days and get a new token in AI Blogger, then there's a step you can do to increase the default length. So you'd come in, you click on plugins underneath on your menu here in WordPress, and then go to plugin file editor. In the drop down on the right hand side, you click JWT authentication for WP API, and then you have to click this select button. And then if you come into this editor, we're looking for something called day in seconds. So if you click in here, you could do a Control F. It's capitalized, so capitalize day, enter. I'm sorry. So we have to be on the right file first. So after you do this and hit select, you have to go to public on the right hand side here and click on class JWT auth public.php. And now, if we search for that, we're looking for this line here, where it has day in seconds times 7. So this represents 7 days. You can change this to however you want the token to be valid for. By default, it's 7 days. You could change it to 365. And don't add anything else in here. Just change that number from 7 to whatever you want. And then come down here, update file. Okay, so now that may be all you need to do to set this up. On some hosting, you may also need to edit this htaccess file, but you can try to authenticate at this point with what we've done. If not, then you need to come back and do this step here for the htaccess file. So if we come back to excuse me, if we come back to a Blogger, so now you can put in your username and password for your blog. Click Get Token, and this will validate it'll figure out whether your token is valid. So this should refresh in a few seconds here. And it says token expiration July 18th, 2024, because we changed it to 365 days instead of 7. And you can see the token is valid. If when you come back to this page and for whatever reason the token is invalid, you'll have the option to set this again. So that is everything you need to do. And now AI Blogger will be able to interact with your blog to pull the blog category lists and your posts. When it does the internal linking, you'll be able to upload images from the Midjourney image splitter, the free image search, and you'll also be able to pull images in the editor and insert them into your article directly from your blog media. So I'm trying to think if I missed anything else. There is one more thing that you can check before you install the plugin, and this is something I didn't show at the beginning because all WordPress blogs after version 4.7 should already have this enabled, and that's a really old version. But if you want to make sure that you have the API that's necessary as a prerequisite here, you can go to your blog URL, which for me is this. So it's your blog homepage URL /wp-json/wp/v2/posts, and we can see it's working here. This is a read-only API call. So this is the same as people going to your blog and reading your blog posts. There's nothing secret here. So this is just a textual representation of all your blog posts. And if you can get this, then you have the WordPress API enabled. And you should. It's been part of WordPress since version 4.7. So I think that's it. And once you've done this, like I said, a blogger will now be able to interact with your blog.